Danny Koker, the bandana-wearing icon of custom vehicles, regarded to have all of it: a success TV display, a hit commercial enterprise, and a recognition as a grasp of car customization. Quite a few people don't even recognize that I do music, and interestingly enough, growing up, there have been three things that have been surely critical in my existence, and it became song, bikes, and vehicles, but in the back of the brilliant lighting of Las Vegas, and the roar of his custom engines lies a tale marked by using whispers of tragedy, prison battles, and a personal journey that is full of disappointment. Why is the tragedy of Danny Koker so unhappy? The Count's rise to reputation. Danny Koker's journey to reputation is a story of passion, perseverance, and a deep connection to the cars he loved. Born in Cleveland, Ohio on January 5, 1964, Danny Nicholas Koker. A Koker, too, became surrounded through influences that could shape his future in profound methods. His father, Daniel Koker Sr., turned into, now not most effective. An employee of the Ford Motor Company, however, also a skilled musician. This precise mixture of mechanical expertise and artistic creativity have become the foundation for Danny's lifestyles from early on. It changed into clear that Danny was destined to follow in his father's footsteps. No longer handy as sharing his call, but his passion and competencies too. Danny's fascination with cars started early. He was captivated by way of the traditional automobiles his father labored on, and frequently spent hours looking him repair and regulate engines whilst different youngsters had been playing with toys. I was taking aside cars, Danny as soon as said in an interview his father nurtured this passion, gifting him a cruiser whilst he became just a toddler. That bike became the spark that ignited a lifelong obsession with customizing vehicles. There is absolute confidence that the long hours spent looking his father taught Danny loads. His greater hands-on method afterwards solidified those abilities, putting him up for his destiny. By the point Danny became a teen, he was getting to know the intricacies of car healing at Valley High School in Las Vegas. He took save and automotive training, but he often credited his actual education to the hours spent in garages getting his hands grimy and identifying how machines worked. This practical, immersive technique gave him an facet over others as he understood the soul of a vehicle. No longer simply its mechanics training, and training had been all well and appropriate. However, Danny become getting to know on the cross and getting in facet over his opposition. However, Danny's story isn't always just about cars. Track performed an equally crucial role in his upward push growing up in a musical household. Danny finished together with his family band, the Koker Family Singers, and even performed at Carnegie Hall at just 11 years old. His father's legacy as a musician, who finished with legends like Mahalia Jackson and the Oak Ridge Boys, left an indelible mark on Danny. The rhythm of rock and roll coursed through his veins, mixing seamlessly with the roar of engines to define his identity. While Danny, in the end, opened Count's Customs in Las Vegas, it wasn't only an enterprise, it changed into the end result of decades of passion and hard painting. The store quick received a recognition for reworking rusted wrecks into works of art. Attracting vehicle enthusiasts from throughout this fulfillment laid the groundwork for Counting Cars, the History Channel show that would catapult Danny into the countrywide spotlight. Danny's upward push to fame became now not without its demanding situations. However, it was fueled with the aid of his deep love for motors and tuna ardor that resonated with audience worldwide. The foundation of his empire became built on these passions, but even the strongest foundations may be shaken via tragedy. And Danny's tale is one laced with disappointment behind the bandana, the darkest secrets of fulfillment for fans of Counting Cars. Danny Koker, known as the Depend, represented a dream come actual, a person who lived life on his very own terms, mixing creativity, hard paintings, and a love for automobiles right into a career. Most should handies believe, but in the back of the signature bandana and easygoing demeanor lay a fact far greater complex, marked by using challenges and controversies that might in the end tarnish his otherwise glowing recognition. Danny's upward thrust to repute wasn't without sacrifices. As Counting Cars gained popularity, the needs of jogging Count's Customs, even as preserving a public persona, have become increasingly more overwhelming. Danny have been used to mastering on the go, only being answerable for himself. and now not actually having to reply to anyone, now he'd become dealing with a group of professional craftsmen overseeing complicated recuperation tasks. And filming a fact TV show had changed into a massive lifestyles trade, and had got here with monstrous stress at the same time as Danny seemed calm and accumulated on display screen. Insiders stated that the workload backstage was grueling. Personnel at Counts Customs allegedly described the place of work as a pressure cooker with cutoff dates and high-profile tasks. Developing a constant country of anxiety financially, the fulfillment of counting cards added not only earnings, however. Additionally, scrutiny while at the show, some of the clients had been proven to be satisfied with their vehicles. The fact became a bit distinctive. Counts Customs, without a doubt, attracted its honest share of bad critiques. Whether or not those opinions were legitimate or only a way to tarnish the enterprise is doubtful, but it does show the strain of operating a business inside the limelight. An extra-large scandal emerged in 2006-17 when Danny became related to a criminal case. A former employee became sued for stealing money from the employer and the use of it for personal benefits. When the tale broke, it failed to take long for rumors to start swirling, with everything from the case being faux to it involving controlled substances. Some reviews claim that a former worker had been receiving bills from Counts Customs in exchange for illegal capsules. This brought up questions on Danny's personal beyond and possible struggle with substance misuse, a revelation that taken aback enthusiasts. Despite the fact that 548 had become in no way showed, recognized for his cool, charismatic persona, Danny unexpectedly located himself on the center of a storm that threatened his profession and private life. For enthusiasts, this period painted an exclusive picture of Danny Koker, a person who, under the bandana and tattoos, became as human as absolutely everyone else. His tale became a reminder that achievement often comes with a hidden value, the tragedies Danny confronted. For the duration of this time added depth to his tale, showing that even a discern is larger than life, because the be-counted ought to fall sufferer to the pressures of fame. Around this time, Danny changed into pictured, looking tired with dark circles underneath his eyes. It's clear that the toll of the drama, whether or not real or faux, become taking its toll. This is where the fall of Counting Cars started, the fall of Counting Cars for almost a decade. Counting Cars reigned as one of the History Channel's most cherished suggests, showcasing Danny Koker's unmatched understanding in vehicle healing and customization. From its debut in 2012 to its very last season in 2021, the series drew tens of millions of visitors, captivated by using Danny's charisma, the terrific transformations that grew to become rusted wrecks into masterpieces. But the quit of Counting Cars left enthusiasts reeling, sparking rumors and hypotheses about what sincerely passed off behind the scenes, and why a show so famous could come to an abrupt halt while the legit reason for the cancellation has by no means been disclosed. Whispers of controversy surrounded the display's final years. A few industry insiders speculated that the strain of fame, together with poor evaluations, lawsuits, and an inflexible timetable, can also have contributed to the decision to give up the collection. Others counseled that the growing price of production, coupled with declining scores, may want to have performed a position the display's layout, although, to begin with, Fresh and Tasty had started to expose signs of fatigue after 10 seasons. A few fanatics complained that episodes had become formulaic, with comparable storylines revolving around dramatic deadlines, and over-the-top builds. A few humans commenced to impeach if what they have been seeing turned into actual or simply scripted drama in an untried draw of visitors on this repetition, mixed with the challenges of maintaining a truth TV show authentic, may additionally have led producers to finish that Counting Cars had run its route. Adding to the speculation were rumors of tension in the group, even as Danny Koker was the face of the display. Counting Cars relied on a team of talented craftsmen, each with their own particular personalities. Reports of disagreements and infighting among staff members started to surface, hinting at the problems of balancing creative visions with the pressures of fact TV manufacturing. Such internal conflicts undoubtedly made it harder to sustain the show's momentum. The infighting, drama, and extreme strain were taking a toll on Danny. The affection of motors he'd once had was being scrutinized. His each move turned into scrutinized, and even the smallest mistakes had been magnified. What had commenced out as something wonderful turned into quickly turning darkish. marking a unhappy moment in Danny Koker's profession. Lovers but weren't equipped to let move while the collection ended. Many flooded social media with pleas for its go back. Why might they cancel one of these? Extraordinary show, one fan requested, reflecting the confusion of a dedicated target market that had grown attached to each the automobiles. And the characters, Danny, continually conscious of his lovers, addressed the stop of the display in interviews, expressing gratitude for its run, even as hinting at the demanding situations of maintaining this sort of high-profile assignment. Despite the fall of Counting Cars, Danny ensured that the spirit of the display lived on. Count's Customs remains open to the public, imparting excursions and museum committed to the collection. Most memorable builds, this legacy lets in fans to hook up with the magic of Counting Cars even after its cancellation. The show's end marked the near of a chapter in Danny Koker's lifestyles, however. It also raised questions about the toll of fame and fulfillment. Became the autumn of Counting Cars inevitable, or changed into it, the result of hidden tragedies that wore down even its larger-than-life superstar? The mystery surrounding its cancellation maintains to intrigue lovers who conflict with the concept that it can have added tragedy to Danny's existence. Personal struggles and redemption in the back of Danny Koker's bandana and cool rock and roll persona lies. A tale filled with non-public battles and quiet resilience. Whilst he is celebrated for his giant achievement within the automotive and enjoyment worlds, Danny's existence off-screen has been marked by using struggles that add even more disappointment to his tale. Those struggles have fueled speculation and rumors about the toll that fame and fortune can also have taken on. The count number one of the maximum talked about challenges in Danny's lifestyles turned into his battle with addiction. Even though information remain indistinct and frequently conflicting, reports recommend that the pressures of handling Count's Custom starring and Counting Cars and preserving his public image drove Danny to searching for solace in substances. Many considered it because the low point of his otherwise stellar profession, a second gig, which can have contributed to a decline in viewer numbers. The rumor mill also churned out memories of private isolation all through his darkest durations. A few sources hinted that Danny withdrew from his closest friends and co-workers, a sign of the internal battles he became, preventing the high stakes of his career, blended with the consistent scrutiny of Fact TV fame, exacerbated these demanding situations. A life spent in the public eye, in any case, frequently amplifies private struggles, leaving little room for privateness or recuperation. Notwithstanding this, Danny's journey is also one in all redemption. Via All Money Owed, he has emerged from his non-public struggles with a renewed feel of reason. Hypothesis about his healing shows that Danny leaned on the equal traits that made him a success: grit, determination, and an unwavering ardor for what he loves. His candidness about facing challenges, whilst in no way fully addressing unique allegations, has resonated with enthusiasts who appreciate his resilience. Danny's song has been a part of his recovery procedure. With Remember 77, his band, Danny observed an outlet for expression that allowed him to reconnect along with his roots. The band's performances and their growing reputation gave him a feel of network and reason, helping him channel his strength into creativity in preference to self-destruction. At the same time, as Danny Koker hardly ever speaks brazenly about these struggles, his story keeps to encourage. The whispers of tragedy surrounding him serve as a reminder that even the most A-hit lives can be fraught with demanding situations for enthusiasts. Danny's capacity to push through adversity and find redemption speaks to his character and provides a bittersweet intensity to his larger-than-life persona. His journey from private turmoil to triumph makes his tale no longer simplest, relatable, however, also so sad, leaving many to marvel what battles remain for the mechanic. Love and loss within the spotlight. Behind each remarkable determined is a sturdy accomplice, and for Danny Koker, that character is his spouse, Koker. The couple's enduring dating has been a source of fascination for fanatics, with many seeing their bond as a rare constant in the unpredictable international of fame. But lifestyles inside the spotlight has its challenges, and the rumors and speculations, in Danny and Corey's dating have introduced an air of thriller and tragedy to their story. Corey, a gifted businesswoman and musician in her own proper, has performed a pivotal role in Danny's life and career. She co-manages Danny's Vamped, the rock and roll nightclub that has emerged as a necessary part of his Las Vegas empire. At the same time as also presenting an escape for him musically, together they have built a thriving business that blends their shared passions for music and automobiles. Yet their partnership hasn't continually been immune to the traces of fame and fortune. Danny's demanding agenda undoubtedly placed a strain on his private life, with counting cars in production for nearly a decade and his Severa business ventures, traumatic, steady interest balancing paintings, and domestic life become a venture. The long hours, public scrutiny, and frequent journey took a clean toll on their relationship. With the strain of fame, Danny wanted someone through his side, but the unhappy reality is that it isn't always smooth to be that guide gadget for a person. Both adding to the intrigue had been the reports approximately Corey's health, which surfaced in the course of the height of Counting Automobile's reputation. She turned into said to have suffered a extreme fitness crisis, with some even alleging that she had been in a automobile twist of fate. Whilst these claims have been not immediately showed via Corey, the state of affairs highlighted the sturdy bond among Corey and Danny and their significance to enthusiasts in Las Vegas and beyond. The rumors, best delivered to the public's hobby in their private lives, reinforcing how carefully the couple become accompanied and sought after. Corey's brief absence from counts, vamped at some point of this period, best fueled the speculation for weeks. Whispers swirled about her circumstance, with fanatics flooding social media with well wishes and aid. While she sooner or later lower back to the general public eye, her resilience and willpower had been obtrusive, silencing some of the rumors whilst reaffirming her importance to the Koker empire. Despite the challenges, Danny and Corey have chosen to maintain their private lives largely out of the highlight. Their choice to avoid addressing rumors at once has only added to their mystique. As Dan himself once hinted in an interview, some matters are supposed to live between us. It's what continues us grounded. Perhaps this is a sensible decision given the tragedy he has already been through for enthusiasts. The love story among Danny and Corey is as compelling as the custom cars and rock anthems that define their logo, but the rumors and tragedies, whether or not actual or exaggerated, can experience like a sad chapter of their tale. Their ability to navigate the pressures of fame together at the same time as assisting each different via non-public and professional challenges is a testimony to their strength as a pair. The speculation